Hey guys, Little Gueck Airsoft here, and the other day I got an unboxing where I got this grenade shell. And you were wondering what I'm going to do with this grenade shell, and probably a lot of you thought I was going to buy a grenade launcher. Well, you're wrong. I'm going to build one. So I've seen videos on YouTube from various channels and stuff, and so I'm just kind of mixing them all, making my own. So let's go ahead and start doing this. So far, what we need, there's a few things in here that I don't have, which I'm going to get, but so let's go ahead and see what we need to do this. You're going to need a grenade shell, 40 millimeters, a hinge like this, or similar to this, as close as you can get, some 1.5 inch PVC pipe, a caulking gun, preferably a plastic one, some sandpaper, some duct tape, and you're also probably going to need a Dremel and or a hacksaw and probably some super glue. But let's go ahead and get started. So I would recommend buying the grenade shell before building this so that you can make sure everything fits and stuff. Now, as you can see, 1.5 inches is just smaller than 40 millimeters. So that we need the sandpaper to sand the inside of the PVC so that will go down all the way. Now you probably are going to want to sand outside because it will make quite a mess. So basically you're just going to pick an end and take sandpaper and you're just going to try and get inside and sand it up big enough for the grenade to fit. So after sanding by hand for about an hour, I didn't get very far, so we are using one of these. So after a very long time of sanding and cutting and filing, I finally got my grenade to drop all the way down in. And you want to be very careful not to sand it too far to where this lip will drop through, because then it'll just slide through. So you just want it to stay right like that and to be easy removable. Now the next step here is to remove this plate, and you can just unscrew that and it'll come off. You might need a wrench or something to loosen it up, but that should just screw right off. Okay, now that we have that out, on this, it's going to be different for every caulking gun, so it'll be nice if you have one that's like this, where it's got the teeth on the underside, and to pull it back, you just twist it, and then you can pull it back. And so now we're going to need to make it to where it'll work like this, to where it'll just reset, and it won't keep going forward. So to do that, you're going to need to twist this and pull your thing all the way out. Now, on my particular caulking gun, it works like this. That will push it forward, this first piece, and this one will keep it from staying back. So basically all you have to do is knock that over. Next, what you're going to do is take this. Actually, I don't know if you need to reinstall it, but I might as well show you how. Have it to the side, and you're just going to push, and then line up the second hole. There we go. And now, you pull it, it'll go forward and right back. That way you won't have to twist this and pull back on every single time. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take my Dremel, and you can, I guess, use a hacksaw, but it would be a big pain. But I'm just going to take this and cut off this top part here. So let's do that. Okay, so as you can see, I got that off and got it cleaned up a little bit. And so yeah, let's get to the next step. Now we've got our hinge, and what we're going to do is we're going to take our caulking gun, and we're going to attach the hinge like that. I had it backwards before, so that way the knuckle isn't in the way of the pipe, and then it'll go down and then flat. So you're going to attach it right like that, so the knuckle is right behind the knuckle. Okay, so to attach the hinge, I'm using some JB Weld, and then I'm also going to use some duct tape. But there are a bunch of other ways that you can do it. I mean, like hot glue or super glue, I guess. I don't know. I just thought JB Weld would probably work the best. So. Okay, now I'm going to apply it to my thing. Okay, so I've got it, the hinge where I want it and stuff. So now I'm just going to take some JB Weld on a toothpick, I guess. And I'm going to like loosen up my thing and try and get it as best I can underneath there. And then tighten it back up. I'll just put it on here because I know that's where it needs to go. I'll put some on the end here. Okay. So I'm going to take my hinge and I'm going to place it where I wanted it. Right like this. Right there. And try and hold it the best I can. And get it back down in here. Just gonna go down here, make sure everything is lined up and straight. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that sit there for, I think it said 25 minutes for it to cure, and then I will be right back to you guys. Okay, so after the JB Weld hardened up, which took a very long time, I just wrapped a lot of duct tape around this just to reinforce it. And so as you can see, that's how the hinge is attached. Okay guys, basically this is the last step here. I've got this, I'm just gonna keep it as a stock. As you can see, that's the button there. What I'm doing to figure this out is putting the grenade in, finding the spot where it's touching the rod. That's where the rod's going to be kept, but you can still hinge that. So I'm going to just for the hinge here on this end, I'm just going to tape it up because there's not much contact there. And you can cut your barrel to whatever length. But so let's just go ahead and tape that up. Okay, so this is the finished product here. As you can see, it hinges like that, and basically I just got a rubber band here over the end. I was gonna use a hook and eyelet, but just for now, got a rubber band. Basically, let's shoot it. Gonna shoot my fence, and I don't have it full all the way at BBs, but whatever. 3, 2, 1. It works pretty good.